Hi guys, my name is Nidhi and I'm a first year undergraduate student studying physics at UCL. Today I'll be showcasing what a day in the life of a commuter student can look like. Today I woke up at 6:30, a bit before my alarm went off, but just in time for this gorgeous sunrise. Whilst the sun was rising, I did some light stretching, showered, and prepped lunch. And by 7:30 the sun had risen. Right now I'm walking to the bus stop as my commute is just over an hour and involves a bus and then a train. I ended up leaving my house at 8:30 even though my first lecture is at 11. This is just because I usually try to get to campus a bit early to get some work done, although this is not always feasible, especially if public transport delays begin compounding. Currently I am waiting for the bus at the bus stop. It takes about 10 minutes for each bus to arrive, and it's about a 20-minute walk, so I prefer to take the bus. Right now it said 5 minutes. In my first few months, I had a rough time adjusting to the commute, especially as I was very used to being a walking distance from my school, and even then I had friends to keep me company. As a result, I found my current journey very lonely. However, eventually I started getting used to the routine and it helped to keep myself preoccupied. For example, as I spend a lot of time seated in public transport, I don't go anywhere without my headphones. I usually listen to music on Spotify, but I also listen to podcasts, like the one by Hank Green, or play New York Times games. However, my personal favourite thing to do is people watch, especially on the London Underground. The conversations I hear can be extremely insightful and offer new perspectives on life. Here, I was pre-reading for the lecture and doing a few quizzes from the week before for other modules.
Thank you for making it halfway.
My first lecture of the day was for the Waves, Optics and Acoustics module. It lasted 2 hours and we finished at 1. As it was the second half of term, we were focusing more on optics and recapping things. I subsequently went to the main quad and ate lunch with a few friends out in the sun. My first tutorial began at 2 p.m. It was a maths tutorial which went over some questions covering matrices. Following the tutorial, I had an hour break, so I decided to take a little trip to Regent's Park. Post PS2.
Enjoying the sun?
Yeah, enjoying the sun. My second tutorial began at 4 p.m. and it was on thermodynamics. The TA was going through questions on thermodynamic potentials, cycles, and heat engines. I had a few hours to kill before my social at 7, hence I ended up going to Primrose Hill and enjoying the panoramic view of the London skyline. It was a really clear night and one of the few warmer days in spring. We saw so many shooting stars and even Sirius, which you can see twinkling in the night sky right now. It was nearly time for the bar social between Gen Fem x the 93% Club, and so I took the train back from Regent's Park to the station closest to the UCL Student Union bar. If you've ever wondered what London is like at night, I have always felt safer near UCL and other London universities due to the large number of students and the presence of campus security. I just got back from the social and it was lovely to meet new people and reconnect with familiar faces. As it was in partnership with the 93% Club, a lot of the discussion revolved around our experiences as state school students and how that translated into life at UCL. It was also really nice to hear second and third year students sharing their experiences. I just got back to my station and I'm going to go back home now, and I think today was quite an eventful day, but yeah, this is the end of my day in the life of video.